Hey, hey, hey! Welcome back to another video. So, today I'm going to be talking about my dreadlock journey. And I really wanted to just go back in time and bring you guys with me because this was a journey that really changed me. Okay, it's not just here for me, it's a big deal, it's a big part of my identity. And so I want to show you guys. Oh gosh, I want to take you back to when it all began. Let's see, what did I put in here? Ah, yes, Mr. Pumpkinhead. So this is pretty much how I wore my hair before I decided to go natural. And if you see a recurring theme, you never see my natural hair. Well, that's right. I wore wigs and weaves repeatedly. I love, 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 love curly hair, but you will never see me in my natural hair because I did not like myself. I didn't like my natural hair. I didn't like how I looked. So you were never going to see that. Yeah. And I dug really hard. I think there's one more place that I could look to find a really old photo of myself. I'll see if I could add that to this video. And it's the only photo I have of me before dreadlocks, of my natural hair, curly and right out of the shower. Right, I just washed it. I didn't stretch it. I did nothing. I don't even think I conditioned it, and it was just a little tight afro. And then it was right after that my hair fell out. So this is basically how my hair looked underneath the wig. As you can see, bald patches and a lot of damage. So what happened was I did not know that you weren't supposed to do certain things like dye your hair and then relax it and then throw a flat iron on it right after, one after the other, and then expect to have hair after that. See, I didn't know that because no one taught me how to take care of my type 4 hair. So that was a thing. And then after all my hair melted off into oblivion, I said, you know what? I'm gonna leave my hair alone. And then I started my dreadlock journey. 2-strand twists on very damaged hair, as you can see. Okay, it was so thin at this point, and I never had thin hair. Just straggly, melted off dead ends. You could see the bits of the relaxer, and yeah, there was nothing there. It melted off, and you could see the new growth was thick, but the ends were like really horrible. And I was like, oh, this gotta go. This has to go. So I chopped it all off. And my journey began, and I was sad for a little bit, but I eventually adjusted and I worked with what I had. Okay, so these photos of these wigs, these are wigs that I made myself, by the way. I wore it because my head looked like a hot mess underneath, and through all of these photos I had dreadlocks. I just threw on these half wigs because my hair looked so crazy underneath, and this is what I had to work with. Until I felt comfortable. Well, not even. I wore them until my hair just grew so much. Ooh, I want to talk about this photo. So, okay. So this was when I began to take my health seriously, and I was like, okay, maybe I should start watching my diet and making sure I'm getting the right vitamins. I was getting sick a lot, and I went to the doctor, and my hair was getting thin. And then I started taking my health seriously. So this is after taking biotin for a couple weeks, I think 6 weeks or something. And my hair and my nails, as you can see, grew like crazy. Okay, this is for real. This is real. Any brand of biotin, anyone. And I wasn't taking biotin. I didn't even know what that was. And I don't think this is the only thing that you should rely on if you are considering supplements. But I was trying to grow my locks in really fast, really quick, because I didn't want to wear wigs anymore. I wanted to feel beautiful naturally. And so I did the biotin, and it grew my hair a lot. So I kept doing that for a little while. Yeah, that helped. And, guess what happened when I left my hair alone? It grew, guys. It grew. The back started growing back in, and then I started kind of sort of feeling myself a little bit. I think I did some kind of mohawk there. And yeah, I had these little tiny baby locks coming in with the little wispy curly ends. And I was happy. I was happy that I had hair again that wasn't melted off because I didn't know what I was doing. Okay, maybe I could skip through this a little bit. Yeah, so I think at this point I was about 9 months to 12 months in, maybe barely a year here. And as you can see, they're slowly starting to look like locks. I think the looser your curl pattern, the worse your dreadlocks look. That is my opinion. Okay, so this is my first twist out, 9 months, 10 months in. And I liked it. I had a little crop, you know. This is how it looks after a wash and twist. And I was, beginning to style it finally. Oh, how'd that get in here? Okay. Right. So what I would do is just throw some hats on. This is me retwisting. I always showed my retwist. I documented the entire first year and some change to show how my hair recuperated from the calamity that I did to it. And you could kind of see me changing in these photos. I don't know if you've noticed, but like slowly my confidence has been kind of coming back in. Oh, this was my first braid out. I think I was like 13 months in here. It was a little bit swiggly. And you could see that I'm starting to get a little more comfortable in my photos and kind of growing into my skin, so to speak. And I was getting excited because I was like, oh my gosh, my hair, I have hair again. Yay. And I left it alone. All I did was put jojoba oil on it, which I learned very quickly that my scalp did not like oils on it too much. My scalp wasn't healthy. So yeah, that's going to be years before I figure out the problem with that. So yeah, this is me finally starting to like what I see. I think I was still kind of wearing wigs here and there, depending on the occasion. But my hair was getting a little too full to start fitting under the wigs. So, yeah. So I wore hats. Yep, I remember. And this is when my hair started touching my shoulders, back of my neck. I was very happy. Oh, this is when the first hairdresser I let touch my hair. She did my hair in an updo. I'm surprised I still had edges after that. It was so tight. I was going to a wedding, and it was my debut. Like, hey, everyone, this is me now. And I wore my hair confidently to a wedding, and I was very proud of myself. And yeah, by now my hair was way too thick to fit underneath wigs. I started wearing beads and different adornments in my hair. My locks fluffed up, as you can see. It's part of one of the phases, the budding phase. This is all normal. And I did some kind of updo here, I guess. Oh, when I did clinicals. So yeah, my hair finally reached into a ponytail. I was like, finally, I've been dying to wear my hair in a ponytail at this point. I think this is about, gosh, what is this, a year and a half? I have to look at how many months this is. This is a good year and some change in. I would say this is about 14, 15 months, maybe. I miss styles like this because I can't wear my hair like this anymore. Like when my locks grew in, I was not able to wear it in updos like that anymore. Just have it just be sticking out like that. Like I wanted that and I couldn't get that. So, okay. So at this point in my journey in this photo, you could see that my edges aren't really done. I started to freeform and I just stopped retwisting my roots maybe every couple months, 4 months or so, once a season, maybe less. I just freeformed my hair, semi-freeform, I'll say. I semi-freeformed my hair. And I don't know why I did that, honestly. I don't know if I was just neglecting my hair. I had just moved back to New York in these photos. Yeah, and my hair was just I never did the roots. It was all, see, it's just puff. And I just didn't care. I'm not sure why. Part of it was because I was scared to lose my edges by over twisting, and then part of it was I just liked my hair texture. And I was getting to know that. I don't know what this is. It's some kind of beehive that I did for a little while. As you can see, roots are still not done. Semi-freeform, and I loved it. And I wore my hair like that for the first 3 years of my loc journey. And yeah, and my hair couldn't really do a proper bun yet, so I would put hair nets on it. Oh, and here we are to the later phase of my journey. This is like several years in. So by now I had dyed my hair different colors. I had seen what my hair looks like without color, and the gray hairs grow all the way out. And I kept wearing my hair in these really tight styles like this. This photo with me on the phone here. I have to warn, like, if you keep wearing the same hairstyle every day in your locks, you're causing you're definitely causing some traction alopecia, because when I combed my locks out, this side of my hair that I always twisted up, it was always the same side, the left side of my head. When I combed it out, coincidentally, this is the side of my hair that I always twisted up, and it's also the side of my hair that's the shortest. I don't know if I just pulled on it too hard or what. So I just wanted to give you a heads up, like, make sure you change up the hairstyle or just let your hair breathe. Don't keep pulling up one side again, the same side that I pulled up. And this side was much shorter. And I think it's from all the excessive tight hairstyles. Yeah, so just be careful when you do your locks. So these photos definitely are making me miss my locks 100%. I miss them. I love them, but I don't want them right now. This photo right here is the longest my locks have ever been. You can't really see it here, but my locks are actually thigh length. It was way past my bottom, hitting the back of my thighs, and then I cut them. And they were a bit shorter here. So in this birthday photo shoot that I did, this is the last photo shoot that I did before I decided to comb out my locks. And this is when it was growing back. It was above waist length, and I don't know if you can see a difference, but there's a huge difference in my confidence. Like, I'm a completely different person. I grew into my skin as a woman, and I learned to love myself with my locks. I learned to love myself in the hair that grew out of my head in locks, and it really, really helped my confidence. I encourage anyone who's thinking about getting locks to take care of it as you would your real natural hair, and watch yourself blossom. It's an awesome experience. Keep it clean, wash it frequently, moisturize it. Don't skip conditioner like I did, because when you comb them out, you're gonna look like this. Okay. And so yeah, when the reason why I decided to comb out my locks was to start getting to know myself. I had no idea that my hair texture looked like this, basically. I didn't know that my hair wasn't 4C, until I took my locks out and saw the back of my head. And people were like, yeah, so you're like 4A, Katie, or 3C in some parts, but it's mostly 4B, in my opinion. 4A, 4B, mostly 4B, I think. So that's my hair journey. I hope you enjoyed it. My confidence changed. I changed. The final boss fight, I would say, is me learning to love my loose natural hair now. I have gone most of my life without wearing my loose natural hair or loving it, and I am working on that right now. So no weaves. I'm trying not to wear any wigs, and I'm just trying to steward the hair that God gave me and take very good care of it. And I am. And this is the short front that I told you melted off, and I pulled too tight. The back is still waist length, but the front is really short. So I'm growing this back in, so take care of your locks if you're going to get them, and you may change your mind and decide to take them out. I never thought I would take my locks out.
And look at me now.
So, take care of your locks. You don't know what you might decide. Life is lifing. You don't know if you're going to get sick. You don't know if, God forbid. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if you're going to be able to keep your locks. So take care of your hair. Take care of whatever God has given you, small or big. It's yours. It's a gift. So steward your gifts well. Love yourself, even down to your hair follicle. Love yourself inside and out. And choose joy, everyone. Thanks for dealing with my mug and watching. Talk to you soon. Bye.